Good evening. It is Monday, September 5th, 2016. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight for the English edition of Aura News, where we bring you today's top stories translated into English every weeknight. The Minister of Justice, Manani, spoke harshly today with real estate registration office employees, warning them they may face prison if they lose a citizen's documents. The minister said that the employees should handle all the files they have in their offices by the end of this year. Otherwise, they will face disciplinary measures. Speaking at a meeting about the quality of services provided in the administration, the Minister of Justice appealed to the judges who deal with property issues to not make any decision without first verifying the status of the property. The minister added that he will draft an order which will stop all judges from making any decisions regarding property issues without first asking for a property verification from the real estate registration institution. I call all judges who deal with property disagreements. You must not make any decision regarding property issues without first verifying the property's status, said the Minister of Justice. Meanwhile, the Minister of Innovation declared that a call center will be opened by the end of this month for all those who want to receive any information about the procedures that must be followed to receive a public administration service. Following the adoption of the new constitution and vetting law for judges and prosecutors, Albania will ask for a positive recommendation to open negotiations with the European Union. The Minister of Integration, Ms. Gjosha, said often the European Commission has spoken about two basic conditions: the passage of the judicial reform and its implementation. With this, I have always had the vetting law in mind, which has just passed and will soon be implemented. We will ask for negotiations to open in the Stabilization and Association Council. I hope the Council will keep its word, as this is a process based on merit, and we would like to be recognized as such in the next EU's progress report. Minister Gjosha informed the public that the Stabilization and Association Council will gather within the week to discuss Albania's progress with the 5 priorities, stating there will be a meeting of the Stabilization and Association Council within the week to discuss Albania's achievements towards the 5 priorities during the past year, which include the Stabilization and Association Agreement and economic criteria. We hope for positive conclusions regarding Albania's 2016 progress report. We are hoping for a positive decision. The Ministry of Integration, in cooperation with the European Commission and the institutions of the line, are expected to set up integration units in 61 municipalities of the country. Regardless of what the European Commission or the Council will decide in December, it is very important to share with the public 4 very important initiatives of this ministry, working in close cooperation with all institutions of the line. We are working to set up the integration unit. It's important that the integration process is effective for the citizens. Another initiative is drafting an evaluating document that can serve as a roadmap for the integration process to full membership into the European Union or consultations with civil society to benefit from funds within the EU support funds. The other initiative is a strategic document that is being worked by the Ministry of Integration for the establishment of negotiating structures, but also to better analyze the whole negotiating process and membership with full rights. We are in the consultation process. We will consult it with civil society. We will turn to the National Integration Council to get their opinion and then to make an official document, declared the Minister of Integration. The acting Minister of Transport, Edmund Hashinasto, inspected the Hani Ahotet customs point in Shkodra, where he declared that the Tirana-Durrës highway project is bigger than just removing palms for expanding the road. Hashinasto explained that the project was prepared by a prestigious foreign consultant studio and organizes the entire transport system in the most intensive economic area. The project was consulted with and prepared by a prestigious foreign company. It is not a project for removing palm trees, but it has to do with the organization of the entire transport system in the most intensively economic area between Tirana and Durrës. It has to do with all the overpasses, all the business roads, and the economic areas linking Albania's important corridors. This is a much broader project than just expanding the road between Tirana and Durrës, declared Mr. Hashinasto. which is when he commented on his resignation, reiterating that it only related to his commitments in the socialist movement for integration. Tirana City Hall reconstructed another kindergarten in Cambanat area, which is now ready to welcome children at the start of the new school year. During the inauguration of the new premises, Tirana's mayor stressed that the work of the municipality will be focused on schools, saying that it will end the problem of learning in 2 shifts. We have 4 kindergartens left to be reconstructed by the end of this week. With the end of the kindergarten's reconstructions, we will continue with schools. Work has started in 2 schools, and we will continue with 18 other schools. On the premises of kindergarten number 38, people are working on electrical and plumbing networks to eliminate humidity, the kitchen and bedrooms and living rooms. According to the City Hall, the work is done with the same standard for all children's reconstructed premises in the center or the outskirts of the capital. The Democratic Party declared today that 200 socialist members have abandoned their party and will join the DP. According to the Democratic Party, the decision was made during an organizing meeting of the Democratic Party in Peshkopia, where the DP chairman accused the Prime Minister of making alliances with crime and leaving citizens in poverty. The Democratic Party claims that the socialist members are disappointed by bad governance and by the majority's candidate for Dibra's mayor. The socialist members chose to join the Democratic Party, which means their definite passage from Socialist to Democratic Party. The former socialist declared that the mayor is a very important person for community life, so the opposition's candidate is the best person to be an economist and administrator. The Democratic Party chairman, who was invited to the meeting of the former socialists, declared that the country is being ruled by criminals and gangs. The Socialist Party's electoral team rejected the Democratic Party's announcement that 200 socialist members have left the Socialist Party, and in a media reaction, the Socialist Party says that no one has abandoned the party to join the Democratic Party. According to the Socialist Party, all of this is an ugly show that is being organized with people coming from outside Dibra. The Socialist Party thinks that the Democratic Party aims to misinform the citizens before the elections, which will be held on September 11th. The Socialist Party electoral team thinks that such DP's maneuvers offend Dibra citizens. The majority's candidate for mayor of Dibra was accompanied by his wife to a meeting of women and girls in Peshkopia. The Socialist Party Women's Forum chairwoman, MP Jashka, and some other female MPs also joined the meeting. MP Jachka called the majority's candidate the best option offered to the voters, saying, "We, as women, we have chosen to support the best candidate possible with his life's work. He has shown that he is a man of work, sacrifice, and dedication to women, children, and people in need." Meanwhile, MP Julameti asked Dibra's women and girls to be the guarantee for a sweeping victory on September 11th, saying, "Dear sisters, wives, mothers, I would like to call you all to vote for the majority's candidate on September 11th. During these last 7 days, we will knock on every door and invite people, especially women, to be at the ballot box on Sunday. Victory is certain, but we should have a deep victory." The majority's candidate also expressed confidence that with the support of Dibra's women and girls, his victory will be easier this weekend. "With all the support that you have given me today, as sisters, as mothers, I see the beginning of a victory for the entire municipality of Dibra today. Victory is certain with your strength," said the majority's candidate. That's all for our English edition this evening. Please join us again Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for your local news in English. My name is Mari, and on behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.